So these...
Now, hang on, if I'm sitting like this, because...
These mics... Oh.
You can't see my undies or anything?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Have a look, because my eyes are shot to the shitty ass.
These mics are really, like, they're better and they're a little bit more sensitive, but they're not meant to crack and glitch. And so far, so good.
They're really light. They feel fake.
They do feel fake, but they work brilliantly.
Is it working really well?
Yeah, it is. It is, actually.
Really, right, Tasha will give us a feedback.
Yes, she will. Speaking of feedback, there is a little bit.
I thought you said it's
feedback.
not meant to do that.
No, different feedback.
I don't know that this is going to go down well with ADHD and no meds. Because I'm just mesmerised by the colours changing at this point.
Well, yeah, and you got to talk into it like this, not like this. I mean, actually, I think you can.
Not awkward.
It doesn't...
Does it make a difference for you? No?
I don't know. Wait, say something.
Hey, can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing?
I can see. Can you put it this way too? Just...
Let's see if this makes a difference.
It doesn't really make a difference, does it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't. It sounds a little different, but it's not too bad. They actually come with one of those little table stands.
Well, we're not going to be able to put it.
But exactly, unless
we
want
sit at a desk.
Correct. Unless we one day want to use a desk, then we could probably do that.
Where are we going to put a desk from?
Can you reach my phone, please?
In case we get that big that we actually make it to a paid podcast room.
I don't like our chances. Austin is still here and you can probably hear it.
This is the reality of podcasting from home.
God knows what is in our
I was thinking on the way here, do we even have anything to talk about?
Yeah, we said we're going to do the gentle parenting podcast.
Okay, yeah, right, cool.
So,
she didn't ask me, so she must have the subject.
Well, yeah, I typed into ChatGPT. I gave them all 3 of our kids' ages and, like, genders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've got some scenarios. There's 5 scenarios for each age and person. So there's 1 for 3-year-old boys. 3. Fuck.
Gather yourself after the stroke and then we...
Yeah, sorry, I just need a fucking... Hang on. There's 5 scenarios for a 3-year-old boy. 5 scenarios for a 12-year-old girl.
Okay.
And then 5 scenarios for a 21-year-old boy.
Okay.
And how you would gentle parent each of those.
Yeah. So
I think what we should do is like 1 from each and then 1 from each and then 1 from each, rather than all 3-year-old, all 12-year-old, all... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you want me to start?
Yeah, and then I'm going to put this poll on the podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Like, after it's released.
Yeah.
And then see
what everyone else wants.
Because they go off with these polls.
Yeah, I could even read it out loud and I'll talk to you. Anyway. A 3-year-old boy has big feelings, 0 impulse control, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, we've just seen my 3-year-old son that has just... Your 3-year-old has been playing nicely at the park for a while. Then another child grabs a toy he was using. He immediately hits them. The other parent looks over, clearly annoyed, and your child starts yelling, "Mine!" and tries to hit again when you step in. How would you handle this situation? Now, the thing is that Austin's not really a hitter.
No, neither were my kids.
Interesting. But, that being said, hitting in toddlerhood is developmentally appropriate.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Because they don't have the words to describe their frustration, but they have hands.
Yeah.
So it's not okay for them to hit, but every child, most children...
When you say that as adults, I want to flip a table.
Fucking
because I don't have the words to show you, or to tell you how frustrated I am.
Yeah.
And I automatically, I can feel my jaw clench, my shoulder clench. I want to fucking hit something or someone. And I'm a fully grown adult who has their brain formed and knows that I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And there's adults that do that.
Yeah.
So, and again, here we are saying, if fucking kid hits.
Yeah. But it is developmentally appropriate for them to hit. That doesn't mean that you should let it happen and you should teach them right from wrong, but it is appropriate for children to hit. Austin has started hitting recently when he's excited and playing, not out of frustration and anger.
Yeah.
How would you handle that situation?
So my kid's the one that hit.
Yeah, your 3-year-old son.
The other lady the other mother at the park
is looking at you going, "Oh my god, you just hit my kid." Yeah. How would you handle that situation?
Okay, first we would be like, I would have to say, let's just use Jermaine for an example.
Okay, if it was, he was 3-year-old once.
Yeah. And then, that's hard to believe actually.
No, it's crazy.
I had a 3-year-old boy. I'd be like, Jermaine, you can't do that. You have to give back the toy.
Well, no, you're.
Oh, actually, this is his toy.
So it's Jermaine's toy.
Yeah.
Another kid has tried to grab it, and then Jermaine's gone, no, that's mine, and hit them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hard because we've never done it. Like, I've never been in this situation.
Yeah. I know how.
My kid's one of the kids been bitten at preschool, but we've never been the biter or the hitter. Oh my god. Obviously, would have to be like, you can't do that. Let's go and ask for the kid for the toy back.
Okay.
And obviously, I'm assuming at some point, because I would, the mother would like step in, pretending
you would
like,
hope so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I would.
Yeah.
The mother would come in and be like, I feel like a lot of mothers wouldn't be like, he hit my kid, but she'd come in expecting you to know what's happening, knowing that she knows what's happening.
Yeah,
I know that she knows what's happening. We're all just pissing in each other's pockets.
We're all pissing in each other's pockets. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'd be like, sorry, my son just hit your kid. He's obviously got his toy.
Yeah.
He's just lashed out a bit, but,
have your toy back, yeah. So it's interesting because you kind of assume.
I feel like we're just parenting through the other parent.
Absolutely.
Doing that, which is, I feel really awkward.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I'll tell you about a situation where it was really awkward for me when Austin was 2. He still is 2, but little 2. But I would do in this situation, I would say, hey, I won't let you hit. That was your toy, and you want to play with it, and that's okay, but I won't let you hit. And when I say I won't let you hit, I mean I will not let you hit. So if you swing again, I'm stopping you physically. I will not let you hit that child. Next time we say, my turn.
Yeah.
My turn. Because it is your turn.
Yeah. And
you don't have to, one thing I hate is when people expect your kid to share.
Yeah. I don't like sharing.
If you're not finished playing
I'm
with
not
that...
even sharing my food.
Fuck no. If you're not finished playing with that, you are not expected to hand that over. Yeah, exactly. You're not expected to hand that toy over. So, I won't let you hit. I understand that was your toy and it was taken off you, but I will not let you hit. When you've come down, we're going to say, sorry for hitting. And if he doesn't, because sometimes Austin gets so embarrassed that he refuses to apologise,
I can imagine him like
I will do it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm really sorry that my son hit you. Are you okay? Did that hurt? It's not nice when someone hits you, isn't it? It doesn't feel very nice, does it? He doesn't feel very good and you hit him. I'm sorry. So I'm modelling it so that eventually it takes time and it takes work and you hope and pray that one day they turn around and go,
but they'll always
I'm sorry.
Do as you say, not as you do. Like, do as you do, not as you say.
Correct. Yeah. That's how I would do with that situation.
Yeah, no. That if I was a mother watching it, I'd be like, what can you say?
Yeah.
You're taking accountability.
When
as
Austin
a mother and as for the child.
When Austin was 2, a child actually snatched his toy and he didn't hit, he just got upset. He just went and looked at me. And I tried to validate that feeling. And I was like, it's not nice when someone takes the toy that you're playing with, is it? And the other mum just took it off her kid and was like, there you go, sorry. Yeah. But here I am validating my son. It's like, it's not nice when someone takes your toy, is it? It doesn't feel good, hey. But we're all still learning to share. We're all still learning. And the mum she angrily picks up her child and goes, that's what happens when you're 2. As if to say, like I was shitting on her kid. Like, no, I'm just trying to validate my kid's feelings.
And
my kid was just sad.
If I was the other mother, at no point would I think, now she's just putting my kid down on my parenting skills then.
I just wanted to validate my kid's feelings.
But in saying that,
she
must feel like a shit mum, or she must feel like she's doing something.
Yeah, but that's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault.
No.
If you feel that you're being attacked and you're absolutely not, that's on you.
Yeah.
That seems
and
like
I have felt like that before in other situations.
I'm sure we all have.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of gone, maybe that wasn't for us.
Yeah.
But if you feel that probably something that you need to look out for you.
Definitely.
It shouldn't be the world's problem.
I just realised we weren't recording this whole time on these mics.
Swear. So we're going to rely on this?
Yeah, for the first few minutes. But now we're recording.
Okay, good.
That red light's on.
Right.
Cute. I got too excited about the colourful mics. I was like, yeah, it's working!
I told you it's going to ruin us.
That's alright, doesn't matter. Okay, 12-year-old girl.
Oh, God.
Your 12-year-old girl just left.
Yeah.
She was just here.
My 12 going on 26.
You ask her, she's identity crisis, hormones, and social pressure vibes. Yep, so that's the situation, right? You ask her to clean her room before dinner. She's already in a mood from school and she snaps and says, why do you always nag me? Followed by an eye roll and ignoring you when you try to respond. How do you handle this situation?
The reality of it is, I pick up.
Sorry. The reality of it is,
This is how I actually respond to it.
And I know what you're going to say.
Pick my battle.
Yeah.
When we were teenagers, obviously living at home, my mother, anybody can tell you, was OCD. Capital.
Yeah, you've said this to me before.
O.C.D.
Yeah.
There
Needed everything to be clean.
Nothing under the bed. We had a blanket. Like the sheets were pulled tight, and that was all fine. That's
whatever. Yeah.
Also, the room had to be spick and span. It was never like just our room. Like it was whatever we wanted to have in there, we could, but it was always decorated by her. There was no changing of the rooms around. Even if it was by her.
Yeah.
Like it was a little bit controlling, not in a bad way, but there was just no room for negotiation. Like,
and no room for creativity in your own space. Yeah.
That's right. Her house was her palace, including our rooms. Whereas
did your parents own that house?
No. But whereas Georgia has changed the room around about, I don't know, 10 times a day. And then I wonder how many times. But I also don't care. That's your room. If that's the way you like it, close the door.
Okay, so maybe this argument is not about cleaning her room. Maybe the argument was the eye roll and why do you always nag me?
Yeah.
How do you parent that situation? Because realistically, saying, "Hey, can you please clean your room before dinner?"
It triggers me.
It's hang on. If you say to your kid or anyone or your kid, "Can you please clean your room before dinner?" and the answer is, "No, I don't want to." Then you can have that argument of, all right, well, it's your space. I'll shut the door and I don't have to go in there. It's your space. You do what you want with it. However, the answer was, why do you always nag me? And an eye roll. How do you deal with that?
Well, I've flown off the handle a few times. So.
Okay, gentle parenting. How do you handle that?
What's wrong? What's happened today? This is my first line for everything. Because I just know it's been a big day. You can usually, if you know your child, you can usually tell.
Yeah.
I go, what's wrong? Have you had a big day? What's going on? Talk to me. And I try and give her the floor to be like. And 9 times out of 10 when that happens, you'll just see her be like.
And then she like breaks down. Yeah.
Yeah. If she hasn't already texted me that day.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm having a shit day. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, all right. Well, George, and I always say to her, I'm not the enemy here, hon. I get that you've had a hard day and you've just had a nap and you're still tired and all I'm asking you is just to clean your room. There's no need for the eye roll or anything like that. What do you need from me? And she's like, nothing. And I'm like, okay. Well, and I always say to her, and this is how it works. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a shower, I'm going to cook dinner. Do you want to watch a movie? Do you want to play a game? Do you want to do something? And she's like, yeah, can we play a game afterwards? I'm like, okay. So what are you going to do though? Like, what are you going to do now? That's what I'm going to do. What are you going to do for the afternoon before we have the game? So we're all ready. And then it gives her the option.
She's got the choice.
Yeah, I say choice, but really I'm asking like, what's your next step? Because I want to know what the next steps are.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, I'll just like tidy it up. I do have some homework to do, so I'll do that. Then I'll have a shower and we'll be ready. And I go, okay. And so I usually give her more than enough. I'm like, about 8 o'clock, and it's probably like, I don't know, 5:36. Is that enough time? Yeah, okay then. And then I'll be like, okay, it's 7 o'clock. What else have you got to do? So that I'm negotiating the time as well.
Yeah.
She's also trying to keep on track as well.
Yeah.
And then, okay, well, 8 o'clock soon. You ready? Because we'll get this game. What game you want to play? So I just try and work it in her favour because I know that with the first child, we can argue back and forth, but it's like myself, the minute you say, this is what we're doing, bad luck, no negotiation, there's pushback.
I think the only thing that I would add, because that's perfect, I think that's how I would want it to be handled when I was 12 years old, to be honest. The only thing I would add is then having an extra conversation on, so you asked why I always nag you. Why do you feel like I'm nagging you? Is there something that I can do different in the way that I ask you to do things to make you feel not like I'm nagging you? Or do we need to sit down and revisit your responsibilities? Because if one of your chores, for example, if it is about cleaning her room, if that's one of your chores and you're not fulfilling it, and then you find that I'm nagging you, how do we rejig this situation so that we're communicating better? You still do what you need to get done, and I'm not nagging you.
She's asking about pocket money now, and I'm like, well, what are you doing for it? Like, what are you?
How are you earning that? Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. And the thing about pocket money that throws me off a bit is, I'm not giving you pocket money to make your bed.
Yeah.
Because now we're just rewarding you picking up a sock off the floor, and that's That's common sense. You should be doing that anyway.
I think, I can't remember if it was Tash or someone I
So
know.
anything like outside of the room. So
There was someone that I know. I can't remember who. It might have been Tash, but what she used to do was each kid gets like, I don't think it was Tash. I think it was someone else. Each kid gets like a flat rate, say $10 a week, for example. And then if they do things around their house, it's extra. So you still get that $10, even if you don't clean your bedroom and you don't do the washing and you don't hang the, like, you know, pick up the dog shit off the ground. But if you do the extra tasks, you get a bit of extra as well.
Nice.
So at the end of the day, if you laze around and fuck ass around, you still get your $10. Or you dock it if they don't. I don't know. I don't remember. There's lots of ways you can go
we'll
about
definitely
it.
have to visit that, but that would be the good conversation to have about the nagging.
Yeah.
Because I'm still like, how do we
communicate effectively so that way you don't feel like I'm nagging you, but you still are getting the message that I'm asking you to do something around this house.
Because I'm also done with the fucking mental capacity of nagging. And it's easy to say, in my head, I'm thinking, we should just fucking do it because I didn't want to hear my mum nag.
Yeah.
It was easier.
But that's again reparenting yourself as well, right?
Yeah. And I think, how are you not getting it? And that's the whole like, we just fucking did it. How have you not worked it out for yourself?
Yeah, but did you, and you don't have to, we can either cut this or you don't even have to answer if you don't want to. Did you ever get like smacked or hit?
Not really by mum. It was mainly by dad. And
yeah. So I wonder if there was something in the back of your head.
We also didn't have chores when mum and dad were together. I don't ever remember lifting a finger.
Wow. Interesting. I'm curious to know.
That was because mum was a stay-at-home mum and everything was spick and span all the time, so she just thought better to do it my way.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
While you guys were out at school.
We cleaned our room. Our room was never messy. I don't remember us, but I don't remember us ever having to be like, make sure you help mum do this, make sure you help mum do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to know
where that came from. It wasn't until mum was a single mum.
Yeah.
And even then, probably wasn't until we were older that we just knew if mum was gone shopping and there was washing to be done, just do the washing.
Yeah.
Like, it just clicked to us. There was, if you ask any of my sisters, it was an unspoken rule.
I'm curious to know where that came from.
We don't know to this day. Like none of
Maybe
us can wrap
some
our
therapy might help uncover that.
None of us can wrap our head around how our kids aren't going, oh, well, it probably looks like I could do with a vacuum, and I've got a fucking robot vacuum, so it's just pressing the app.
Yeah.
How none of them have gone, I should probably just whack that on.
Yeah.
Where we would have went, oh shit. Yeah, well, probably.
I do feel like I didn't have that growing up. My mum just did things for me, and then I, a little bit later in life, was like, I'm actually responsible for the place that I live in. And I got to do something
Maybe
about
that was
that.
it because we didn't do that. We were not doing anything when we were younger.
Don't know. 21-year-old.
I'll let you know how that goes in my therapy session.
Yeah, unpack that and let me know. We'll talk about it next week. 21-year-old. Adult independence versus comfort zone. Now, this one is very tricky because this first one is not anything like what Jermaine actually is.
Okay.
So you're going to have to pretend and have some imagination play because Jermaine is nothing like this. He's been living at home for a while, not studying or working, and spends most of his days gaming. When you bring it up gently, he says he's figuring things out, but there's no clear effort or plan. This might actually take you to your 9-to-5 job, though. Imagine it's a 21-year-old.
That's all I think I've just seen, yeah.
Yeah. What your 9-to-5 job is like, knowing what it's like, and people who are watching knowing what your job is. How do we handle that as a parent, though, not as an employment consultant?
I could tell you what I would say. Okay, whoa, shit.
I have an idea of what I would do, but I would, it would only be a guess because I've never had a 20-year-old kid that I'm parenting.
I don't know that we could do gentle parenting here.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're spending your days at home mostly gaming, let's get your mental health in check first, maybe. That's my theory.
Yeah,
if you're shutting yourself in your bedroom, not doing anything else but gaming, and I don't know what you know about gaming, but I do know that most kids, specifically at that age, who game are making friends with other people online, which is not always dangerous, but it does mean that they're not going outside and getting some vitamin D and fresh air.
Becoming a bit reclusive.
Correct. They're not making friends in the real world and having face-to-face conversations.
Usually would say, I say usually, but to be cool, very anxious, and then I feel like that makes it more anxious to meet people.
And you're sitting there and you're going, I'm figuring things out. Yeah, because you're only in your fucking head. How about we have a sit down, let's uncover how you're actually feeling.
This might actually help me with my job.
Let's have a sit down, work out what you're actually feeling. What's your mental health like, love?
Yeah.
Are you in this place now where you are feeling societal pressures as well? You're 21, you're not sure what you're doing with yourself. You're not making any money. You've not got any ambition to make any money and work and make a career for yourself. And mind you, working and making a career and having ambition doesn't necessarily mean studying psychology. If you are happy working at McDonald's flipping burgers, but you're social, you've got some money in your bank account and you're happy, then that's good enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
for me, I think so long as you're
especially
happy,
as-
you're
correct.
happy doing what you're doing.
Exactly. And
Whether
we know
that be
with our
bloody
careers
studying
that we've had.
psychology or
Flipping
support
burgers at
worker or
Macca's.
working at Macca's.
Correct.
I'm
Exactly.
I'm happy that you're happy doing that.
Absolutely no judgment. However, you're trapped in your bedroom. You are maybe, I assume, only talking to people online that you might not even fucking know in person. You're not seeing any sun. You're not getting any fresh air on your face. What's going on in your head?
When was the last time you had a shower?
When was the last time you had a shower?
Because that happens with boys.
It happens with anyone, Beck. It's happened with me. And
Actually, yeah, I'm probably said that to Georgia more than Jermaine. Not that she's gone that long without a shower, but I'm like, have you showered today?
But that's my first question is, this is a circumstance. On the outside, it looks lazy and incompetent. But what's really going on if we peel back everything else? Do we need to get you some therapy? Do we need to get you on some
But can you see the
medication?
difference between your generation and my generation?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Get
in
your
my
lazy
head,
ass
well,
up.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, let's check them. And you're absolutely right. Let's check that first, and if it's nothing, then we're going to be like, so what are you doing, mate? Like,
Correct.
what's
Yeah.
the options? Let's just.
But if we can sit for a second, and I am raising my 3-year-old son in a space where how he feels is valid and how he feels is okay, and he doesn't have to man up and not feel anything, and he's allowed to cry, and I want those, and I welcome those feelings, and I will hold them for him. By the time we're 21, if this is what's happening, then I hope we're in a space where he can cry in front of me and say, Mum, I'm really struggling. Mum, I don't know how to cope. Mum, I feel I'm having some scary, unhappy thoughts, and I don't know what to do with them. Okay,
I can't see why in the space that you're holding that I know you're holding now, and I can't see this getting worse. If anything,
Neither can I.
Get better for you.
Yeah.
Because you're always learning and you really hold on to that.
Yeah.
And I can see so long as the communication's kept open.
Absolutely.
I can't see why that wouldn't come. That also then depends on the hormones.
Yeah, and who he is as a
there is a
fucking
safe
person.
place.
Absolutely.
I know for him to land there.
Absolutely, yeah. So
it'll be how he tells you.
Correct.
Whether it's sliding a letter.
Well, and if we do get to this point of
Yeah.
if we do get to this point of being 21 and he is gaming in his bedroom, I would hope it would be 2 weeks tops before I get a sit down conversation.
Because Georgia actually sent me a message the other day. She's struggling with. Georgia's always been a bit of a tomboy.
Yeah.
She's getting in a real girly stage, which is great for her.
Happy for her.
She's doing her hair every single day, but trying to do a hairstyle the night before, so it's got to be a different hairstyle. And I said, I hope you're spending more time. I hope you're spending this amount of time on your schoolwork than you are doing your hair.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I said, all right. But she will be a little bit frustrated in the morning. I know she's having a bad day because of her hair.
Yeah.
Like, some days it'll look great, leaves, and then she sent me a message the other morning. Mum, what did she say? The actual message was, and I was like, oh, I don't remember ever feeling like this. I also don't remember being like that into it. But I was like, oh, where is it? Kind of like broke my heart. But I have seen her send her dad these messages as well. Yeah. She said, Mum, this is 8:14, so she's left the house at 8 o'clock. And I thought everything was fine for the morning because I couldn't hear her yelling and carrying on. I don't feel pretty, Mum. So she hasn't said it there and then. But I know that, again, we opened that conversation and there's a landing pad for her to text it to me or something. But I don't care how you communicate with me. Just
communicate it, yeah.
I don't feel pretty, Mum. And she said that to her dad before. I don't feel pretty, Mum. I don't know what to do with my hair. I can't do anything. Now, I'm very big on not pointing out looks.
Yeah.
Whether they're absolutely beautiful
My
or
theory-
deadpan ugly.
My theory is if it can be fixed in 5 seconds, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
If
I love that.
Yeah. If there's something in your teeth, oh, Beck, you've got something in your teeth. Oh, cool, I'll just get it out. If it's a fake tan that's looking patchy, I'm not fucking saying anything because you can't fix that in 5 seconds.
Yeah. But I also think as a girl, any kid, any teenager, but I think girls feel it more, she's going to have enough pressure on her.
Yeah.
We had enough pressure opening up Dolly and Girlfriend books.
Yeah,
And that was
same.
magazines.
Same.
I couldn't imagine my world and like your friends, your school friends, the popular girls at school, whatever. Couldn't imagine it back in my day then having social media.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the magazine, you could not open up the sealed section.
No.
You could just not open it up or go with your mum shopping at the checkout.
And then just
there.
not buy it. Yeah.
Not buy it. But now it's in your face
Everywhere.
everywhere. And women...
To be honest, it was in our faces before social media as well, on like physical, like on a billboard sign, or you walk past like Honey Burdette and there's skinny bitches everywhere looking beautiful in a magazine. Do you know what I mean? Or in TV even. But it's just,
But you know what?
now it's more accessible.
Looking back, nobody ever, because I'm thinking, why didn't I feel the pressure when I was growing up? Nobody ever said to us, you're very pretty. You know what we got told by my grandparents?
You're good, you're well behaved.
Very well behaved. You're very good at sports. You should have been in Little Athletics. So everybody spoke to us. You're a really good
Talking
reader.
about your abilities.
You're very smart.
Not your
I'm just thought about this
appearance.
saying nobody's ever said, and yet we never felt ugly. I never remember feeling ugly. At all. Because I thought, I'm so smart. I can read 7 books. I should have been a runner, but long legs. Nobody ever said you are very pretty or ugly that we didn't feel inadequate. So
Yeah,
I wonder
right.
why I never felt the pressure.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, I just thought about it then. I was like, because I didn't feel the pressure of it everywhere else. But yeah, so she said, I don't feel... So I make it a conscious decision not to be like, you look so beautiful. Obviously, if she's looking great, she's feeling herself like, oh, you really feeling yourself?
Yeah.
But I think she's going to feel the pressure within herself, within her friends.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I don't need
It's
to make
inevitable.
it a
You
point
don't need to make it
in-house.
worse. Yeah.
So I always try to concentrate on same thing, her sporting abilities, how much of a good friend she is, how much of
Yeah.
a good heart she is. So I don't feel pretty, mum. I don't know what to do with my hair. I can't do anything. That's it. Life's over for her that morning, right?
Oh,
That's the
fuck,
setup.
we've all felt that before.
And I said, I know you're upset, baby. Your looks aren't defined by your hair, beautiful girl. You are smart, amazing, a good friend, and a good heart. That's what makes someone pretty.
You're a
Not
good
their hair.
mom.
You are more than your looks. But my hair is just not doing it. Of course, if her friend had a message of that, we're all better.
Yeah.
Because her friend Alyssa said, you have a really nice smile, and she smiles all the time. And I've said it to my kids in a million fucking days, and they're just like, I'm like,
You know what, though? Maddie and I have felt this before when I say something nice to Maddie and she goes, yeah, but you have to say that. You're my best friend.
Yeah. I feel
And it's like, no! like,
Yeah.
I don't have to.
So
I
that's probably how
want
she
to.
feels,
So I feel
yeah.
like that's Maddie. And Maddie's always said it. She's like, when you say something nice about me, it's like my mum saying it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But if I was to
Bitch.
say those exact words, it'd totally be a compliment.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
That I imagine that's exactly how Georgia's feeling. So.
Yeah.
But my hair is just not doing its thing. I said, you are your brains, you are your sporting ability, you are your friends. That happens. I get like that sometimes. Actually, I get like that a lot. This is what she thinks of her mum. My hair isn't growing like I want it to. And I had messaged her, but then she replied quicker. But I have to remember that no one is fussed by my hair, only me. And then she said, my hair isn't growing right. And I said, it will, trust me. And then she replied to that one, yeah, but you don't care. She goes, you reckon my hair will grow by May? And I
she
said,
want it longer. Is that what she wants?
yeah, because she got a massive trim. She wanted the trim. And then she thought, oh, shit, it's not growing as quick. But it will
Oh.
grow. It's just not growing. She
Quick.
can't, you know how you can't see it until it gets a
Yeah.
bit longer? Yeah. And I said, I've also got an oil thing for your hair. I'm just waiting for it to come in. And then
Rice
once
water.
a week, we will do like a little massage thing that you put the oil in and it just seeps into your hair and massages the roots.
Yeah, do rice water
Yeah.
as well.
I've also got an oil thing for your hair. I'm waiting for it to come. Once a week, we will do an oil treatment to help it. And she says, I want it just below my chest. I can't make miracles happen, George.
Extensions.
And then when she says, she's 12, mate. No. And then I said, but I have to remember that no one cares. And I said, hello, I do care. I care a lot, but I can't let it bother me. And she goes, well, I do, bro. Then I show her the oil thing. I said, I'll also put rosemary oil in it. It helps hair
Rosemary
growth.
oil is
I
good.
brought it earlier this week for you. She says. I said, I already knew what you were feeling before you told me this, so I already got this ready. I love you. I see you struggling. I am your mum. I see it all. She goes, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
K dot.
You did it. Like, you worked on it for her.
Yeah. So that's our communication because that's her generation.
Yeah.
She's going to text and I'll keep it open all the time.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
son bought a car yesterday, bought another car, so
I
he's
didn't know.
exchanging that, yeah. So his first car, Chris brought all in his name.
Yeah, yeah, I knew that.
He's paying it, but he pays it to his dad. So he wanted his own credit score, get rid of the ute. So he was like texting us in the family group chat while Annabelle was with him. What about this? What about it? So he can't actually do anything himself. But that's because my kids always know that we're here for that.
Yeah,
So as
that's
much
true.
as it was annoying when I'm at work, at the same time,
It's what you've raised them to do is
And I want
respond.
them to do that.
I mean,
want them always
rely
to
on you a
know
little bit.
that
Yeah.
it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, back to the 3-year-old. Now, this is a situation that I actually am dealing with at the moment.
Okay.
Like, exactly this situation. Where is it? You've had a long morning and you're sitting down for a second. This is my everyday, by the way. This is everyday what happens to me. Your child 3-year-old boy, your child walks up to you and says, "Get me water now!" in a sharp tone. When you gently prompt him to ask nicely, he doubles down and yells louder, starting to get frustrated. Now, I do this, I respond to this every single day, multiple times a day. It's actually not often get water now, it's just, "Mama, stand up now." He doesn't like me sitting down. I don't know why. God forbid a woman rests. But how would you handle that?
Oh, God, I would have said, "Sorry? What?" Me and the 3-year-old, "Sorry? What?
Excuse me? What was that?
What?
Huh?
Say please."
What I do is literally if it was get me water now, it's normally stand up. But if it was get me water now, it would be, first of all, I would tell him to say it in Spanish because obviously.
Yeah.
But in Spanish, I would say, "Mama, can I please have water?" Just that. And sometimes he goes, "No, water now!" Okay, well, if you're not going to ask nicely, I'll wait here till you're ready. I'll wait here till you're ready. And then I remind him, "Mama, please can I have water?" And then eventually he will say, "Mama, please can I have water?" "Yes, baby, of course you can have water. Thank you for asking so nicely."
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm sure that's what you would do as well.
Sorry? I'm just looking around and seeing who the fuck you're talking to right now. Say it again. Go on. Say it again.
I'll fucking flog ya.
Say it again. Straight to your fucking room now. Probably would have went like that. Not necessarily like that. But
Maybe now, no. But
no. Probably when Jermaine was 3, it probably would have exactly went like that.
you reckon?
Oh yeah. Probably not that harsh, but would have been along those lines. Wouldn't have been no gentle parenting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was my first child. No excuse, but
Yeah.
I just went, well, that's just what we do.
Yeah. That's how you
It
parent.
wasn't until we kind of like learnt along, and Georgia got the gentle parenting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would never tell Jermaine. Jermaine just said, they're different with me.
Georgia
She's
got the
gonna
nice
make me
way.
murder."
Yeah.
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 As all kids do. And for the most part of it, she doesn't get away with murder. She gets gentle parented.
Yeah.
He absolutely didn't
Did
get
not.
that.
Yeah.
So,
And that's okay. Like you learned and
we
you're
did
moving
learn,
through it.
and
Yeah.
it was a long journey, but yeah. My husband was really hard with Jermaine.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah.
With Georgia, he hasn't even he's just let go of the reins. He already knows she's a strong fucking woman, that one.
Yeah.
And she will pick up your shitty parenting. Mark my word, if you don't think you're holding yourself accountable, she'll make sure
that
she'll
you are.
say to
Yeah.
your father, "Get off your phone." She'll stand there looking deadpan in the eye and be like, "Get off." This is her.
Austin does that too.
She's like, "Dad, guess what?" And then Chris is there. And he's like, "Yeah, hang on a second." And then she goes, "Get off your phone."
Austin says that too.
Even I'm scared of her, Izzy, when she does that.
My 3-year-old, Austin does. But he doesn't say get
and
off
my
your
husband
phone.
doesn't say nothing.
I don't know what he's saying, the sentence, but it's he goes, "Don't watch phone." I think he's saying don't watch your phone.
Yeah.
He goes, "Don't watch phone. Don't watch phone. Don't watch phone, mama." And that's how we know. I think it's don't watch your phone.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
So she'll say that to my father, and he's just like, "Okay." And I'm like, "You should be fucking shitting your pants right now."
Yeah.
Because where I will say to her, if I'm in the middle of like texting someone,
Yeah.
and if I don't get it out of my head now, it's fucking lost forever.
Yeah,
It'll be just
me
like
too.
an unread pile sort of thing.
Yeah, me too.
Or I'm just like responding to an email or doing something, putting something in a note so I don't forget. And then she'll be like, I'm like, "Hang on a second, let me just finish off this note or this text so I don't forget." So she knows I'm not ignoring you.
I'll be with you when
Let
I'm
me
done
just
my
finish this up,
task.
and
Yeah.
then she'll wait. Not
Yeah.
that she likes that either, but I'm like, "Give me a second." Right, okay, I'm just about to send it. Okay, go. If I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
But her father will be like, "Yeah, hang on." And she knows he's just playing games. He's just
Yeah.
trying to like get to the end of it or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Get off your phone." And I'm like,
I'm sat.
yeah.
Yeah.
He knows. He's got two.
Speaking about phone, the next one is about 12-year-old girl.
Okay.
You notice she's exhausted in the mornings and you find out that she's been secretly using her phone past midnight. When she's confronted, she says, well, everyone else is allowed, and gets defensive, saying that you're too strict.
This has happened before, actually, to us.
How did you handle it?
I said, "Were you tired?" Because she said, "Well, everybody else allowed on their phone. What are you going to do? Take it off me?" And I said, because we didn't know, I just assumed that she's like sort of put her phone down and she's asleep. And then Chris has gone up to the bedroom and he's like, "Get off the phone! It's why you're tired every night." And I said, "Are you still on your phone?" And she's like, "Everybody else is." And I said, "That's fine. And we're all still tired and we've got to function still. But you're still tired and you're getting cranky in the morning and then you're getting cranky all day and then you're getting cranky in the afternoon. What's happening, George?" "Oh, I don't know. I can't sleep." I said, "You can't sleep because you're wired, mate. You're wired. You're overtired. Like a little kid would usually throw his tantrum when they're overtired.
Yeah.
You're getting cranky. You're doing similar thing.
Yeah.
And you're not functioning at school. And it's just never ending cycle for you. Like, it's not great."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh." And I don't want to take her phone away because that's not going to be the answer. Because I always think at night time, what if she's feeling scared, or let's just say when she gets older, some mental health issues or something, she wants to talk to a friend at night is when the best time to talk to somebody is. Or I don't want to take that away from her.
You don't want to lock her out from the from
Yeah, because that's not going to learn. She's only going to learn to have things taken away from her.
Yeah.
She's got to learn to be control
See, this
her
is really
environment.
interesting
Yeah.
because in this situation, my first thought was, all right, I'll let you have your phone late, but at this time, I'm taking it. Which is interesting that you've now said, I don't want to do that, and you've thought of all these other reasons, good reasons, why you shouldn't. And
Also, I don't want to wake
thought
up
of
to her 5:30 alarm. I'm not waking up that early.
That's true.
5:30 to get her
That's
hair
also
done.
true. She can have her own alarm that wakes her up in the
Because
morning.
if I do that, and which I would have probably done with Jermaine and would have happened to us if we had phones in my time.
Yeah. And it happened to me.
What am I going to teach her? She's still not been able to control her
Yeah.
own shit.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to be getting older and thinking, well, nobody took it away from me, so now I don't even know how to control impulsive shit.
Yeah. And I also really like all the other reasons you said. You know, if she's having a
'Cause that's how
vulnerable
they
moment,
communicate.
and that's
Yeah.
you know, she
So I don't
relies
wanna
on
take
people
that,
to
but
give her that safety.
Then I just feel like, what are you going to do? And when she does feel tired, she does say, "I'm going to go to bed." And then the other day she said, I got up in the morning and she was in a really good mood. I haven't touched my phone yet. Done my hair, I've tidied my room. I still haven't even looked at my phone. She made us eggs on toast. It wasn't until she's about to walk out the door, she's like, "This is the first time I've actually picked up my phone." And I was like, wow. So she's learning to control her environment.
Yeah.
She's learning to...
And it's never going to be like
not
linear.
going to be the best, because I know that I should go to bed early and I'm still 1 o'clock in the morning in
That's
the phone.
that's a fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Which is actually...
And I know.
Yeah, she's
exactly
fucked
what's gonna
around
happen.
and she's found out and she's worked... And also, in the best way possible, she's found out, on the flip side, the benefits of not using your phone so much and all the things you can achieve and how good you feel.
And it doesn't go that good every morning.
No.
But she knows, how it looks and what it looks like when she is. So she knows
it just
what the
sounds like you've had a
results are.
conversation about these are the benefits, and then once they've come to fruition, like look
Because
at the benefits.
I also don't want her to lie to me and go, "I haven't touched my phone,"
And she
then
has
she
been.
sneaks into my room and grabs it, because that's exactly what we were doing when we got stuff taken off us.
Yeah.
So I think that the least I can do is try and keep it open.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Your 21-year-old, you try to confront... Ooh, hang on. You try to talk about contributing more around the house, and he immediately gets defensive, saying, "You're on his back all the time," and shuts down the conversation. Similar to the first one we had with a Georgia age girl. You want him to contribute around the house more.
But that's him most times. I'm always working. What do you want me to do? What do you mean? We're all working. I'm working too. I'm not working your hours, but that's a job that you chose. So your hours are going to be different to mine, as your father's are different to mine. Yet.
And it's not as though he works all day, comes home straight away, goes to sleep, and then wakes up and goes to work again.
No, he's still got time to do other things.
Yeah.
It's just everybody's hours are different. And I said, well, mate, you're at this point, you're really only just keeping your room clean, and you're not quite even doing that.
And not even that, Annabelle does it.
I'm doing the rest of the house. So all we're asking is that everybody in this house is contributing, and then not one thing is on them. You're doing your washing, we're doing our washing. If you can keep your room clean, I've got the lounge room. But if you're doing the kitchen and making a mess, fucking clean it. And by that, I don't mean mop the floor.
How does he respond to this, though? When he says to you,
like,
"You're on my back all the time."
You're all right. And I said, but I'm not asking you to mop the floors. I'm saying when you
Clean up
your
after
dishes,
yourself. Does he
the
do
dishes
it,
up.
though?
They do it, because that's my thing. Because I was sick of them just finishing dinner and dumping their stuff in the sink and leaving it for me.
Yeah.
No, whatever you use, let's just put it on everybody now. Whatever you use, you wash, wipe, and stack it. If you've made a mess on the bench, you wipe it up, because then I'm not having to clean up the day's worth of mess.
Yeah.
And then I'm nagging everybody.
Yeah.
Clean up after
And then
yourself,
no one wants
and
to
we're
hear you
just
fucking
cleaning-
nag.
We're all
Yeah.
just cleaning up as we go. It's really not that hard. You're cleaning up your own mess. I'm still scrubbing your shit marks off the toilet. I'm still, like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to start doing that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
There's 2 bathrooms. You take one, I'll take the other.
Fuck, that's
So
great.
let's get to reality, mate.
Yeah.
You're doing the bare necessities.
And he'll do it once you pull him up
He
on
does
it?
it. He doesn't love it, but I think, go there, let's go there. That's the reality of it. You're cleaning your room. You're really not even doing that.
Yeah.
Much when you clean up after yourself. Do you want me to get your sticker chart and chores? I'll do that.
Sticker chart for a 21-year-old. Hey.
That's what I mean. Like, if you want to talk about I'm nagging you and riding your ass, I've not asked you to fucking scrub the walls. Really. Just clean up after yourself. Don't talk to me about nagging you. Do it, and you won't have to hear me. Easy. And I'm not even asking you to do anything. I'm asking you to pick up after yourself. That's the bare necessities in this house.
Yeah. So true. No, I get it.
I won't reward or do pocket money for behaviour, like for stuff that's...
For the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, this next one is another situation that Maddie and I actually came up with a cute little... So, not solution, but method.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll explain it. Public meltdown leaving the park. This happens to me every day as well. You give a 5-minute warning, then a 2-minute warning, but then when it's actually time to leave, he completely loses it. Screaming, crying, running away from you. And when you finally pick him up, he's thrashing and yelling, "No, I stay here," while people are watching.
We used to give the warning to my kids. 5 minutes.
Yep.
3 more minutes. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, we do that
Yeah.
too. It doesn't fucking work because
No.
he's 3 and he doesn't understand the concept of time.
Yeah. But it would give him more of a fucking warning more
Yeah.
for me.
But Austin just goes, 5 minutes, he goes, "No!" 3 minutes, "No!"
Kids are fun.
Yeah, so fun. And then Maddie and I, we were out somewhere, I don't remember where, and I did the 5 minute and he's, "No!" And Maddie, I look at Maddie and I was like, what do I fucking do? And Maddie goes, "I think you're going to be scooping and screaming," which means scooping them up and
Yeah.
they're screaming.
Walking out with the kids grabbing your arm.
Yeah. And now I still do, don't get me wrong. I still get really like overwhelmed. I'm like, fuck, everyone's looking at me and him and whatever. But scooping and screaming is like,
We've all done it.
you know what I mean? Just a method. So Maddie came up with that one, scooping
I
and
was going to
screaming.
chuck that on the poll.
Yeah.
Have you
Scooped and screamed? Have you done a scoop and scream with your toddler?
Yeah, because I think we've all done that.
Thanks, Maddie, for that one. She'll copyright it.
Yeah.
And then when we get in the car, it's a conversation of, well, when he comes down, "Hey, Mum, I gave you a warning. It's time to go." Unfortunately, I have also started coming up with ways of bribing him to leave, which I know is not great.
Look, you do what you have to do.
Yeah. But, like, yesterday we went to the park, but before we went to the park, we made biscuits, cookies. And they were dinosaur shaped, obviously, because I've got a 3-year-old loving dinosaur. I mean, dinosaur loving 3-year-old, whatever. And so I said, "Austin, let's go home and eat the cookies." And he goes, "Yeah." And then when we eat the cookies, we go back to park. And I was like, no.
He's like, this could work for me.
Yeah. He was like,
He was about to play you.
"I'll eat the fucking cookies. Yeah. And then we can come back and fuck around at the park." And I was like, no. To be like gratefully when we got home.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
Georgie goes, "That's a no."
Thankfully, when we got home, he forgot about the park and
Yeah.
he was just excited about
Which
his
they
cookies.
usually do.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's like Katie started with him when they go shopping together sometimes. Like they're probably doing it today because Katie's with them. He'll say, "Oh, I want this toy," and Katie will go, "Let's take a photo of it."
That's what I do with Georgia. I seen it, and she's 12. I
Yeah.
seen it on a mum page. Someone's like, "My kid wants all this stuff," but how do I tell them no because it's too expensive or we've got to wait for Christmas?
Yeah.
And a mum said, and then she showed, like she full in the comments.
Yeah.
I tell my kid to take a photo and we'll add it to the list for Santa.
Yeah.
And so I say that, not that George has ever said, "I want this, I want this, I want this," and 9 times out of 10 she's got her notes.
Yeah.
Her notes anyway. But yeah, I'll say like, take a photo so we can remember it.
Yeah.
And so that also lets me know what she wants for her birthday, which will probably change anyway. But
Well, Austin's forgotten all about them.
yeah.
But Katie has
But
a
in that
camera roll
instance-
full of photos,
Yeah, but in that
and it's
instance,
with
he's
him
like,
with the
yeah.
toy like this. I wonder if I can find them. Katie sent me them.
Yeah, but in that instance, he's like, okay, yep, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And probably like a goldfish, forget it 30 seconds later.
Oh, he does every time. Every time.
Yeah.
I wonder if...
So cute.
Where is it? Katie sent me them the other day.
And if they don't forget about it, you now
Then
know
you
what
know,
they want
yeah.
for Christmas and birthdays.
My mum reckons that when I was a toddler, I would go, Mum, I want this. And Mum would flat out go, we can't afford it this week. We'll get it next week. And I'd go, okay, cool.
Yeah, my parents probably did that. No, we're not getting it. We'll get another time. All right.
All right, I'll get it another time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mum reckons I was really behaved in that sense,
Yeah.
but... Where's Katie? Katie. I want to find it because they're really cute of him just...
But that's the equivalent of my days. What do you want for Christmas? Cut it out.
Cut it out. Yeah.
Like I've got magazines and that.
Cut it out of the magazine.
And that would have been the best rainy day activity
Here it is.
ever.
Look, him with these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
With this one. Showing
And he's
Katie.
so proud. Look at him. Yep, this.
And this too.
And this. Yep.
That's it, yeah.
But my equivalent, my generation
It was cut it out of the magazine.
The best rainy day activity ever with no money. Because we have big on pamphlets.
Yeah.
And
On
glue
magazines and the catalogues.
Glue and scissors and cardboard. Cut out what you want for your birthday or Christmas so we can show Santa. And so you'd be like,
Fuck yeah, I want this, I want that.
I used to do that to Natasha's kids. I've got a video somewhere, or maybe I've deleted it for ages, but I said to Bryson in the Big W toy catalogue, and it was like, I don't know, 3 maybe. I was like, Brycey, because like I want this, and this was mad about Thomas Tank Engine.
Yeah.
So I was like, circle all what you want, and you'd be there for hours. Me and him would be laying on the ground like that. Best fucking activity
It's fun.
ever. That's the equivalent to it.
Yeah. But now we can just snap it with a photo.
Yeah, I think on a rainy day we're going back to cutting out shit. that thing was great.
Oh, this one is going to be a deep one for George's age group.
Oh,
She
God.
comes home from school visibly upset. She throws her bag down and she says her friends didn't include her at lunchtime. When you try to comfort her, she pushes you away, saying you just don't get
This
it.
happened.
And she shuts herself in her room.
This happened the other day.
Oh,
So-
no. Exactly that?
Yes.
Her friends didn't include... I thought she had a best friend.
No, she does. But her friends, obviously when you get to high school, there's posses, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine. Her friends, because a lot of her friends aren't in her group. So they kind of meet up at recess and lunch.
Okay.
Right. George is a sporty type. Her friends are, but during school they're happy to just walk around the basketball court.
Yeah.
And that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
George is like, it's really boring. I don't want to do that.
Just
so I'm
walk,
just going to play basketball or volleyball.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she got involved at recess. She got involved in one of the volleyballs, and it was the Year 8 girls. And they didn't say anything, they just let her join in. So, of course, she's really excited.
Yeah.
She has no trouble making friends.
Yeah.
So
And
she
then
got
the older
involved.
girls too.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. So cool. They played volleyball. She was ecstatic. She'd messaged me about it.
Yeah.
Great. Lunchtime, she decided to rejoin that group. That group then said, oh, look, no offense, but we actually don't want you hanging out with us. And Georgia told me when she got home from school, I could see that when I'd gotten home from work. She said, oh no, so it was the week I was off after I've had the seizure. So luckily, I caught her straight away as soon as she got home. She said, Mum, and she held on to it all day, so it's a lot. She felt so rejected. She said, I said, what did you do? And she goes, I quickly grabbed my bag and I said, okay, and I ran. She goes, so I just sat along the wall by myself. I'm like, oh, Georgie. I said, they didn't mean it like that. They just probably were thinking, oh, great, she's going to hang out with us all the time. It's not a bad thing. I said, but you should have just went and sort of checked in to see where Alyssa was and all that. She said, but I just got really embarrassed. I just sat along the wall now. I just feel like I just made an idiot of myself. And I was like, I can see that you feel like that. I said, that is shitty. I actually validated if I say it's really shitty.
It is really
And
shitty.
you've held on to that all day. Like, I could just see. Then she started crying. And I was like, come here. I said, look, how about you go have a shower? Because nothing feels better when you had a shower. And
Oh
you
my
haven't
God, yeah,
cried.
that is the number
Yeah.
one result, like
So I was
response,
like,
have a shower.
Do you want me to go in there and talk to you? Or while you're having a shower, do you want me to make you a cheese toastie or something? She's like, yeah, can you make me a cheese toast? I was like, okay, get in there, have a shower. Because I knew that if I couldn't get her in that shower in an instance, we're fucking arguing at 9 o'clock at night, I just know it will get worse for her as night goes on. So get in the shower, I'll make you a cheese toastie. When you get out, lay down and I'll get the hair, because I've got like a hair massage thing. get that, and I'll run that through your head.
Because in that moment, you don't want to solve the, you
Well,
want to solve the problem.
Yeah, but I can't solve it.
But you can't. But what you can do is nurse her.
Yeah.
And nurse that feeling of sadness and rejection and whatever it is.
Because I can't make it better, but I can just, all we can do is feel our way through it, really. Yeah. It's shitty.
See, it's interesting because my first response would have been, and now upon reflection, I wouldn't do this, but I initially thought to say something along the lines of, girls are shit and they're not going to be your friends forever. They're not going to be the ones.
She's like, Lincoln kicked the ball up me. I was like, Lincoln's a fucking asshole.
A bit different. But my first response, if Georgia was my kid in that situation, was going to be, they're not going to be the friends that are standing at you at the altar when you get married. They're not going to be the friends that you say is your baby's godmother one day. And the matter of fact is, they're probably fucking not. You don't even know. Like, even her best friend, Alyssa, is probably fucking not. Like, you just don't know. Do you know what I mean? However, upon reflection, sitting and thinking about it, she feels like they are. And she feels like these are her best friends for life.
Annabelle.
Yeah, because
Annabelle can see, I'm going to get married soon, I'm going to have it, like, you know what I mean? That seemed not far away. But
my high school friends, if I see them right now,
we know that now.
Love you lots, have you been, how's life? But you're not my son's godmother. No. You weren't my bridesmaid.
But we know that now.
We know that now, but as a 12-year-old, I damn thought that those friends were going to be there for the rest of my fucking life. Yeah. So initially,
but also when she's just trying to make newer friends,
absolutely,
she thought that she was like onto something, and then she just went out with. I think what bothered her is she went out with full confidence. The second time, like hung out with them the first time. I'm like, yeah, we're going out playing volleyball, and then they've gone. So I actually don't want you to hang out with us, and she's gone. Yep, and then quickly just ran off. And then she's thought about that and replayed it in her head. And every time we replay it, it could be worse. You know what I mean? And you just thought about everything again.
Poor
and now she thinks they absolutely hate me. And they probably don't. So it's been like, really don't want to use 7
But
with us.
what I would have said is that, George, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But not everyone's going to be your cup of tea.
I said that to her. I said, look, I don't like everybody. And not everybody likes me. So that's the way it goes. And I said, and to be fair, George, same with you. You don't like everybody. Annabelle included, for whatever reason, I don't know. But sometimes you expect her to like you a lot too, and that's not fair.
Does she not like Annabelle? Walk up
for no reason. Annabelle knows. Annabelle's had the argument with her last night. Why do you even hate me? But then she loves Annabelle sometimes, then hates her other times. I think like they like the sister and each other. Both of them never had a sister.
Yeah, you've said that.
So they either love each other or they hate each other. So that's how it is. But I said, but same. You don't like Annabelle sometimes, and then other times you love her. There's people that you don't like. So everybody can't like you, George. That's how it is. Yeah. Same with me. I don't like everybody. Everybody doesn't like me. It's something you just have to learn. I used to
struggle with that a lot when someone said that to me because I was like, yeah, but I'm the fucking tits. I'm the tits. What do you mean? Why do you not like me? I'm a good fucking person. I'm actually the funniest fucking person I know. I'm the coolest person I fucking know. So what could it be? What possibly could be going on with me that you look at me and you go, don't like her? Why? I'm actually the best fucking person I know. Having a skyrocketed amount of confidence is harmful.
For an only child.
What do you mean that's why?
Yeah.
Not for an only child. That's why. Yeah. Because my parents looked at me and like I was God's creation and God's gift, and I fucking am. Like, and that's okay with me. No, but like, I'm a good fucking person.
Yeah.
I'm a great person. Yeah. And now I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but now I also understand I'm probably not your cup of tea because you see something in me that makes you uncomfortable.
Yes, I see that all the time.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I know
the more I understand, when I was like 30 something, the more I understood that line.
Yes.
I was more comfortable with being rejected.
Yes.
That's fine.
However, when I was younger, I was like, I'm the fucking best. Why don't you like me? I'm trying my best.
But at the same time, I was not allowed. I didn't like you, and I was okay with that. But why don't you like me?
Yes. Why don't you like me?
Yeah.
Why don't you like me? I'm the best person I know.
The older I get, the more I hope you do hate me because I don't have the fucking capacity for more friends.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like I'm being nice because I'm a nice person, but also please don't call me after work or add me or knock on my front door because I'm not that social.
Yeah.
I've already got enough social people.
I'm done.
Yeah. I've got my 5 social battery friends.
Yes.
I don't need any
more. And all 5 of them, I'm happy to say, I'm done for today. Love you, bye.
Yeah, and that worked. Please don't add another one to my fucking list. I'm fine with not being liked. And I say more now, I'm not here for the likes and Christmas cards. I'm cool.
Fuck no. But at 12, yeah, I used to struggle with that. Now I know I'm so cool and I'm the best person I fucking know. So if you don't like me, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Back then, I was like, why don't you like me? What's wrong with me?
And that's it. Because she is always liked, and she has always been liked.
Yeah.
At her school, everybody knew who she was. She was a school captain. She's on her football team. Everybody likes everybody. So when she finally gets to get out of her comfort zone
She's a small fish in a big pond.
Every now and then, and joined into something, and sometimes it will work out, other times it won't. She's learning now that there's going to be different posses, and there's going to be different groups. Are getting year 8 and year 9. So high school's hard. I can't stop it. It's happening.
Yeah.
I can just try to help her to understand.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that's going to be the case all the time.
Yeah.
I just have to,
It's just the way it is.
communicate, make sure there's a safe landing pad.
And we
for her
talked
every
about
time.
this a little while ago. Where were we? We were driving to eat at Chorizo Chasers. And we talked about how, like, you can't fix this one.
No. Yeah.
You just got to be
You just
there
have to
and
make sure that
communicate.
there's a landing pad every time.
That's exactly
That's
right.
it.
Exactly right. Jermaine is regularly asking you for money for things like going out or online purchases. When you question it, he says you're being stingy and that you should help him because you're his parent.
So, on that note, right, he said we put $5,000 each in. Me and Chris put $10,000 in
For the car? Yep.
just to lower the repayments for him.
Yeah.
And the deal
And as
was,
a gift?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
is he paying you back?
Yeah, he was going to pay us back. So that was
Okay.
the deal. Once he paid off all the car, then he just pays back the $5,000, however long that took.
Okay.
That was not because we needed it, but because that's just responsibility.
Yeah,
We
it's a
have-
loan.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a gift, it was a loan. And that's okay.
And it was to make the repayments lower for him
Yeah.
so he could do that. And that was fine. So he was working out when he sells the car, 'cause I was like, make sure that whatever they give you for the car, it's going to be worth it for you.
Yeah.
So you pay the rest of the loan out, pays back the money, and whatever else.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And he goes, so $5,000 each. And Chris is like, yeah, $10,000. Got to go into our account. And he goes, or, I mean, how much do you actually really need the $5,000? Now, I haven't counted my eggs yet. If I get the $5,000 back, I get the $5,000 back. Cheering.
Yeah.
Also, it's not your money to be making that decision.
Yeah.
Mate. So he goes, or if you don't need the $5,000 each. And I said, but that's not your money to be making
decide,
those decisions yet. We helped you out. So that's just, it's the obligation.
He could always turn around and say, no, Mum, Dad, thank you. I don't need it.
And if we decided then, if he just said, here's the $10,000, and we just went, keep it.
Your decision, not his.
Correct. And I said, that's not up for negotiation. Somebody else's money isn't up for negotiation for you. If we decide you can have it, which now I'm not,
Out of
because
the
you've
principle.
already
Out of
stated
principle.
that we don't need it.
Yeah.
And I said, and if you want an actual reason, not that I've got to give it to you, but I'll tell you, I actually do need it. Because when I do have my hysterectomy, I'll need 6 weeks off, and I don't have 6 weeks holiday pay.
Yep.
From this new job.
Yep.
So I will need to still have some sort of income, and you know what? Good timing. That'll be the income. So I do need it, because you're going to need shopping money, aren't you?
Groceries. Because he's not contributing to that, is he?
No, he pays $100 a week.
Okay.
But and again, that's based on principle. It doesn't fucking touch the sides when I'm doing shopping with him, mate.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, so now it's just in his budget, obviously. So it was still in his budget, but he was trying to like worm his way around it.
Yeah.
Like, in case you didn't need it, no, we do.
What was he going to say before you cut him off? That he can just pocket that money?
No, he would have probably either put it like on the deposit of the car to make the repayments lower again.
Yeah, okay.
He's never been one. I never thought for 1 minute he would have just said, yeah, that's mine, thanks. He would have put it back into something.
Yeah, okay.
He's always trying to make his money work for him.
Yeah.
So I never have to worry about it. But yeah, I'm like, you don't get to fucking count your eggs yet.
Now
mate.
that you've said that, I fucking need it.
Yeah, maybe play your cards right.
Maybe
had
if you
just
didn't have
said,
the
"Here, Mum,
surgery
that's
coming
it."
up, yeah.
But no, not only that. If you just didn't, regardless of the surgery, I do have money put away for that.
Yeah.
That was when I got the payout from work.
Oh,
that I
yeah,
left.
yep.
So I have that. But the thing is, because you've now, if you hadn't said it, I'd be more inclined to be like, did you want to put it back onto the card to lower your repayments again for you? Because he now needs his own credit score.
Yeah.
Did you want to make it that bit easier for you? Because again, it's for the car. He's not out fucking around.
Yeah.
Clubbing and stuff.
Yeah.
But now that you said that, based on morals, I'm not.
So how would you deal with this situation then? He said to you, you should help me. You're being stingy.
Well, I just found out what he earns a week last night. I didn't never ask him what his pay is, so.
Yeah, but say, in this situation, he's
stingy.
bumming off you. He's bumming off you. No, maybe not bumming, but like asking for money for Maybe he is working, but
Yeah,
asking
I
for
would
money
say,
and he's going out.
hang on, Stingy. Your work hours, we're just going to say your work hours have been fine. From what I can see, your work hours are okay. Let's check out what you're doing with your budget, mate.
Sit down and look at some numbers.
What are you spending your money on?
Yeah.
Because you're only giving me $100 a week. I'm going to just take a wild guess here and
That's what I would do as well. Let's sit down and look at some numbers.
I'm going to I assumed that he was earning $1,200 a week. He's actually earning like $1,800 a week.
Cool.
And last night I was like, whoa! I'm assuming you're earning, I don't know, $1,200 a week at this point, and then he'll either go yay or nay. And if it's more, you're in even more shit at this rate. Like, he'll be like, well, you know, you're giving me $100 straight away without even asking. I'm already grabbed the fucking pen and paper from the junk drawer. I'm like, right, give me $100. Your card payment's this. The phone bill's this.
Where's the rest of this money going?
Where's the rest of your money? Let's just say what petrol's gone up $200 a week for petrol. Let's just say for argument's sake. What are you doing? Because you're not really buying lunch. Because I can see you're buying the Muscle Chef dinners. So you're prepping your food for the week. Where's your money going?
Sitting down and having a conversation, working out where the dollars
I'd be
are
having
going.
that conversation there and then. And
Yeah.
we're pulling out the pen and paper.
Doing some
What
maths,
are you
maybe
doing?
grabbing a
Because
calculator.
I'm more than happy to help you if you've paid all your bills out and you're like...
Yeah, but
got
remember
everything.
in this scenario, the money's going to him going out and doing some online shopping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm more than happy to help you pay your bills, but where's the rest of the money going? Because
Yeah.
I'll help you if you genuinely need the help.
But it doesn't
not
look like
for the
you
fucking
need it.
shopping.
Yeah.
Because do you need to do an Amazon cart? Do you need to do online
Yeah.
clothing? When you've got clothes sitting in there, like, have you got an issue? What's going on? Do you need to put money away with me so that you're less inclined to ask for it back and more saving? What do you need me to do?
Yeah.
Because that's what we did, Abe, when he first started work. He started sending me money. I was like, you do have to learn how to save yourself. Maybe get another account off that and start putting money into that. And then it just slowly went into that. And then that's how he's got the money.
Yeah.
So again, I will help you until I can't.
Yeah.
But you also need to learn
We need
how
to work out
control
how to do
money
this,
as well.
yeah.
Because if I'm helping you all
Having
the
a
time,
sit
you have no
down.
control over it.
Having a sit down and being like,
Yeah, you
okay,
have a
where is
21-year-old,
every cent
you can't
going?
control his money.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Where
So
is
this
every
way
cent
he's
going
learning
and
to
how do we
budget.
solve this?
Yeah. He budgets for him and Annabelle. She's a spender. And when we go to
Same,
Kmart
same.
the other day, she was buying his random stuff, and he said, "You don't have the money to buy," so they've got a joint account for holidays and stuff. And he says to her, because he makes more than her, he says to her, "Whatever you put in, I will match it." So she's like, "Well, I'm putting in 100," and he's like, "So I'll put in 100 too." And that's how they match it. So
Yeah.
if she's only putting in 50, he's like, "I'm only putting in 50." So if there's not enough money in there, we're looking at each other. I'm not putting in 200 and you're putting in 50 because that's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much I earn.
Yeah.
This is what we're using for
That's
our vacation.
pretty valid. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fair. As having a daughter and a son, I would want them to not be taken advantage of
Yeah.
either. So that's what they do. But
It's a good idea.
She says, "Let me just live a little," and he said, "You live a little every day, but you're broke every day, and I'm having to support you. So how you living? What do you mean live a little? That's why you're in this situation."
Yeah, because you keep living.
But she says he's such a tight ass because he's never broke. But he's like, because I don't need to buy unnecessary shit.
So it's tricky because the few, especially Jermaine's ones, the scenarios that I've got here, they're nothing like him.
No.
They're nothing like him.
He's brought his car and she's wondering why he's saying, "Why do you need to live a little?"
It's not. Yeah, it's tricky. The ones for the 21-year-old son are nothing like your 21-year-old son. Whereas the Austin's
Georgia.
ones and Georgia's
Yeah,
ones
very-
so far
yeah.
are very accurate.
Yeah.
The next one for Austin is also one that we actually dealt with last night. Dinner starts fine, but he begins to drop food. Oh no, this one's different. A little bit different. He begins to drop food off his tray accidentally. While watching your reaction, when you respond, he now intentionally starts and escalates throwing further, laughing but also kind of dysregulated. What do you do?
My first thought would be like, what are you doing? What's happening? I'll be working out what's going on. And he's either going to be like, because it's funny or because I'm doing this. We're not doing that.
Food is for eating. If you don't want it, you leave it on the plate.
You're a better parent than me.
Food is for eating. Food is for eating. Because if you say don't throw, all they hear is throw. Throw. Food is for eating. If you don't want to eat it, you leave it on the plate and you say, "I don't like this." And that's fine. It's tricky because Austin is a really picky eater already, and we struggle to get fucking food into him so much. So when he does eat, no one fucking makes eye contact. Like, he says Sometimes I'm like, literally across the table. So this isn't normally how it is. Austin normally sits there, me here, and you're Taylor, and he'll be eating, and I'll be like, eating my own food. Don't look, because he's eating, and we don't want to disturb what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Last night we gave him food, and he says, I don't want to eat, and then he threw it on the floor. Like, it was very intentional from the beginning, and then all of it went on the floor, mind you. So, and he went off to play, like, whatever, fuck it. It was a moment where we picked our battles. We finished eating, and then we look at the floor, and we said, okay, Austin, you threw that on the floor, you have to pick it up. No! Austin, you threw it on the floor, so you're going to have to pick it up now. No! So Taylor grabs him, opens his hands, physically moves his hands, and picks it up off the floor. And then Taylor went, there was one left that they forgot, and I said, look, there's one there, and Austin went and picked it up himself, without being told, without being physically moved to. And it's that kind of shit that is so, like, it's got to start early, because you can't start doing that with a 10-year-old.
No,
you can't physically move a 10-year-old, but a 3-year-old you can.
Yeah.
So
so it's not yelling and carrying on and being like, what have you done? Blah, blah. It's just, you know what?
You've made a mess, and it's your responsibility to clean it up.
Your fucking mental health isn't shot through the fucking shit out there. He's not crying and carrying on and sobbing in between picking up his food. He's just like,
yeah, well, I fucked up, and this is what I got to do.
Yeah, and nobody's yelling, and everybody's still calm afterwards. Cool.
And if he does happen to be screaming, well, we're calm at least, and you've worked yourself up. We didn't do anything to upset you. We just gave you the boundary. The boundary is you fuck up, you fix up.
Yeah,
you made the mess, you clean it up.
Yeah. The gentle parent doesn't have to be about, oh, that's okay.
Okay, it's permissive and gentle parenting are two different things.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that gentle parenting is permissive. It's not. It's there's the boundary. I still love you, but that's the boundary. And I love you a lot, and if you need help, I will help you, but that's what you've got to do to fix this problem.
Yeah.
Do you need help? I'll hold your hand. We'll do it together. Not fucking do it now, or you're not eating tonight, or you're going to bed with no dinner,
so now
and you can cry yourself to fucking sleep.
He's crying.
Yeah.
You're feeling like shit. He's still screaming louder.
Yeah. But it's also not, it's okay, darling, you can do whatever you want, and mummy loves you.
He knows, okay, well, fuck.
That's the boundary, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gentle parenting, and that's something I fucking wish people knew when they go, oh, gentle parenting. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work if you don't do it right.
Yeah, I was thinking, when it doesn't work, what do you do? What do you not do?
How are you fucking this up?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no. And I think there's a lot of people, and I see it on social media from so many cultures.
Yeah.
Saying we're not doing it like that. We've turned to this way, and I think when I see them, I think, you don't know that that's the gentle parenting.
Yeah.
We're not, and they will say, we're not smacking our kids now.
No.
We're setting the tone for the morning.
Yep.
Where again, we're just laying the boundaries. We're not saying, oh, that's okay. You don't have to do it. Well, that was your toy. I know why you smacked the kid.
Yeah.
That same thing, you know. No, okay,
I think it's really.
I think they're validating feeling.
Yeah.
And I can scream this on the rooftops to everybody with ears. As an adult, we struggle to regulate our emotions.
100%.
If I'm wound up, I'm wound up. If I'm angry at everything.
Yep. Yeah.
If I feel like I've got so much emotion in me that I don't know how to let it go, I'll listen to a sad song.
Yes.
Because I need to.
Because you got to get it out. Yeah.
So as a child that hasn't got its brain formed and can't emotionally regulate anything, how the fuck are you going to work that out?
Yes.
And you're expecting them to as an adult who can't?
Yeah.
How? We're still stuck in that, but I'm the parent. You are. And aren't you meant to model
You're the
that,
adult.
though?
Yeah.
That's it. We're not
And
arguing.
like I don't get it perfect 100% of the time, and I lose my shit sometimes, not gonna lie, and I regret it every time. But Austin then still sees me say, hey, I yelled at you, and I didn't want to, and I'm really sorry.
I say it to Georgia.
And I love you.
I'm so sorry for yelling at you. And again, I'm not getting it right either. I didn't get it right with Jermaine. I know that for a fact. And I told you that we cried in bed one night. Like, you get the good parent. Thank God, by the grace of God, he turned out fine. But
again, he turned out fine, which is what we talked about last week.
Yeah.
He's not damaged. I don't think he's damaged. No. But I wonder if by the time he's a dad, he's like, I know my mum didn't do this well with me, but I saw her do it with Georgia.
Yeah. Like if we're now modelling that and it's doing it differently.
Yeah.
But I will say to Georgia, like I've lost my shit a few times because it triggers me like, how are you not getting this? Because I had to work it out myself. And I don't like that I had to work it out myself.
And now you're accidentally expecting her to work it out.
Yeah, so it triggers me because I'm so conflicted with that.
Yeah.
And so that I will walk away, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a shower, or I can't, and I always say, I can't, Georgia. And then I walk off and she's probably like, can't fucking what? Like,
You haven't finished your
I
sentence.
forget that I'm the adult and she's a child.
Yeah.
And then I walk off and I come back once I've calmed down and I'm like, and this would have never in a million years happened in my household with my mum and dad. I'm like, I'm so sorry for yelling at you. I had no right yelling and carrying on. What I was trying to say was this. And you'd be like, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, well, I love you and I'm just going to be out watching TV if you need me, I'm out here. And then, I don't know, 45 minutes later, there'll be a text message, Mum. And I'll be like, what? And then there'll be nothing. And then she'll be like walking out to the lounge room like, can I have a cuddle? Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah. And Georgia doesn't like touching or cuddling. So when she does it, I'm like, yeah, okay. And then she'll just lay on me and we say nothing.
Yeah.
But I know that I've kept that.
That's yeah.
I've apologised.
And that happened because you apologised.
Yeah, and I always will.
Had you not have apologised, she would have gone to bed and you wouldn't have heard from her until the next morning.
And I hate it. I don't want my kids going to bed in a shitty mood. I don't like it when me and my husband have an argument and he just goes to bed. Yeah. I'm always like, get the fuck over here and hug me now, you cunt. I say that and he's like, and he hates me, but otherwise make sure he hugs me. Yeah. Because I'm thinking, we're not fucking done. We're not done. Not until you hug me. Yeah. Or I'll like find his feet. I have to be touching him. Yeah. So if I'm doing that as an adult, I'm not about to fucking put my child to bed, in bed, by herself, sobbing. Yeah. That's a non-negotiable
that
thing.
would not have happened if you had not have apologised.
No way. But that's non-negotiable. Yeah. We're not going to bed feeling sad. Shit. Yeah. We will talk about that. Yeah. I'm also not setting the tone in the morning. Yeah. I'm also not going in like, make your bed, get up for fuck's sake. That was my household. I don't know, by the grace of God, I fucking managed. But I'm also, again though, this is me in the morning, and I do the whole, her alarm's gone off, I can see her doing her hair. Morning, baby. And I'm making a conscious decision not to talk loud or anything. Morning, baby. How was your sleep?
You don't make me want to fucking kill myself.
Me want to kill myself. And I'm like, okay. And I just go about my day.
I want to ask, we've done a few scenarios, we might be able to call it there, but I want to ask, you have said a couple times, like, you know that you probably weren't the best version of yourself as a parent for Jermaine.
Is mine on?
Yep. Oh. That's just the pause button. Yeah. That's the on button. You're on because you're moving.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, at what point did you go, I want to do better for Georgia? Was it when she became a toddler and you started seeing that her needs were a little bit different? Was it something you saw online?
I don't know if it was. No, definitely not. I don't know if it was, I want to be a better parent. There was none of that. Okay. I knew that we had to parent her because her needs were different.
Right. So maybe like after toddlerhood where you started to actually understand your child's personality. Yeah. Because
I think I understood both my kids' personalities. But Jermaine was just easygoing. Like I didn't have to yell at him a lot. He didn't get smacked. Yeah. Okay. Not that I really had to smack him at all. Okay. Really, in between things. He was just There was no eye rolling with him. Yeah. Punishment for punishments. He understood that. Yeah. You know, if you're gonna carry on, whatnot, no PlayStation for 3 days, and it's just 3 days is 3 days. Yeah. And and instead of that, he would go, here, I'll help you sort the washing out. He would take it upon himself. Georgia still would not. Yeah, no. She'd be like, well, if I've had it taken off me, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing anything extra. Yeah. That's my punishment. That's my punishment. I'm not going to get anything more for doing anything. Yeah. I'll just take the punishment. Yeah. So Jermaine would just go, well, do you need hair? Or just start doing it. So they were different. I never had to. And the parenting was different. I didn't have to gentle parent him as such because he was just so carefree. A bit like his dad, like, it is what it is.
But there is also...
He was also more lovable.
Yeah, okay. But you have said that even you cried about it, where you were like, Jermaine didn't get the same parent. And I wonder, do you have regrets? Do you...
I do, because we were very like, well, this is what society expects us to do. Like, we weren't validating his feelings. Right. We weren't saying, yeah, that sucks. We were like, well...
That's what you do. That's what you get. You deal with it.
Yeah.
very nonchalant.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He is very much like his dad in the sense that
Oh, well,
Yeah,
sky's
yeah.
blue, grass is
Yeah.
green, and we carry on.
that's
Yeah.
it. But I wish, my only regret is that I wish, and I don't know, because he was still very lovable amongst it all.
Yeah.
He would still be like, people,
Yeah.
I love you so much. So I can't say that I wish I sat with him and hugged him more, because
You got
there
your
was-
hugs.
I got all that.
You got your cuddles.
Yeah, I don't think I could have gotten any more if I tried still.
Yeah.
So I'll take a win where I could.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I was doing great, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
weren't, he wasn't acting out because of it, but we're still getting all the hugs. He was like, yeah, cool.
Still loved you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't fighting about it, and me thinking like, fuck, what's going to change here?
Yeah.
But I wish I had probably validated him more. Like, I wonder if his sort of hard exterior is because of that. I wonder if he's like, if that was my kids, I would have just smacked them.
And I've heard him say stuff like that.
I wonder if we could have changed that, and
Yeah.
that's what's made him that.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's like, well, it is what it is. Maybe his exterior, like his dad, could have been, it just is.
Yeah.
That's just a personality trait. Maybe it could have been changed. We could have.
Maybe you
softened
could
him
have
a
made.
little
So
bit more.
you think maybe you could have made him a little bit more gentler?
Yeah, maybe we could have.
Softer.
I'll never know, because I can't go back to
He's
that.
not a bad person, mind you.
No, he's not.
I like him.
And
I
he's
think he's
doing
a great
well
person.
as a support worker
Yeah.
with people that are dealing a lot with mental health.
Yeah.
And he comes home and he tells me, oh, Mum, they're not good, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
it's
blah,
not
blah.
good.
So I know he has a soft exterior.
He's
where
very
he needs
gentle,
it to
but
be.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, and you think that you started to understand Georgia's personality,
I
and you
just
just
knew
went,
that-
"Oh, this is a little different." Okay.
And I don't know if it was because she was a girl, so I knew I could see
Maybe.
myself in her
Yeah.
more. And I just knew this one was going to be different, and there was nothing different about it. I just had the feeling.
Yeah. So, do
I
you
knew that she
recall?
felt
Do you recall a moment where you were like, "Oh, I guess this is," you start doing it, you start parenting her gently, obviously. Do you recall there being a moment going, "Oh, fuck, I'm gentle parenting"?
I didn't know it was called gentle parenting. I just knew
Yeah,
it
but
was
do you
doing-
remember a moment that you
No, I
understood?
just knew it was different because I was like, I'm not yelling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not yelling. I didn't know it was called gentle parenting.
Yeah.
But we're doing it differently, and I'm not
And being
flying
kind.
off the
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah.
And nor is she.
Yeah.
And look, I can gentle parent all I want with her, and she's still going to say, you make me feel like I want to kill myself. I'm like, and I just go, it's not personal, although sometimes it fucking feels like it's
Yeah,
personal.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, why would I make you want to kill yourself when I've just fucking opened up my eyes and so have you, whatever.
Yeah, and I've just said, "Good morning,
Like,
love."
fuck, next time I'm not even going to look at you. Like, Jesus. What would have you rather, that or be like, get out of bed, you lazy bitch? Like, we're not about to do that either. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that probably would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been, I would have got the same reciprocation back either way. So what's the point?
Fully.
But yeah,
Fully.
sometimes I just think we're not always getting it right. We don't know, but yeah, there was a time when I was like, hey, I'm not flying off the handle. There's no pushback. This might actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just realised, yeah, well, you know what? Pick your battles.
Yeah.
And I learned to pick my battles with her.
Yeah.
And then I realised what she needed.
Mhm.
And I think because I've seen a lot of myself in her.
Yeah.
And I knew that this child, I don't know how, but I knew this child was going to feel the world differently.
Yeah.
And she did. Because so young, she just understood things.
Yeah.
She understood at 3 years old, me telling her Nana's batteries stopped working. And that was her way of comprehending Mum had passed. And she understood it perfectly fine. That means no more Nana. I knew that she would understand that because when my mum was like walking really slow, she'd be like, did your battery stop working, Nana? That's the first thing she said at 3, like two and a bit. What child at 2 and a bit? Because you know when a toy battery runs
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And I couldn't even think. I'm thinking, how do I tell her? Did your battery stop? Your battery's not working properly, Nana. And my mum said, looked at me. We both understood what she meant. And Mum's like, yeah, Nana's batteries aren't working properly, baby. And that was the thing, like, that was how she comprehended
That's
the
how she
battery.
understood. Yeah.
Who? I couldn't even think of a better way to explain it.
That's
So when I had
crazy.
to go to Kim's house the next morning, well, that morning, and pick her up, and I'm just thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? No idea. I opened up the door and I knew. She was about to say, Nana's battery stopped working. And she said, no more Nana. Her
Oh my
battery
god,
stopped
my
working."
fucking heart.
But she
Shut the
understood
fuck
it.
Up.
She understood it. Most of the other kids were like, oh, Nana's gone. Like, they couldn't comprehend that there was no coming back from that. But she did.
Fuck,
And when we went
that
to the
is
cemetery and
insane.
said that's where Nana is, and she understood that she was there and that we had her ashes here, she understood that. My nephews went, but where? Where is she? Like, where would she fit? But Georgia, and then Georgia also understood she was there, she was at the cemetery, she was at ashes at home, and she was in the sky. She just went, yeah, that's just where, I know that's where she is.
That's insane.
So she knew. She picked up things. So I knew that she felt, I knew very early on, before even that she felt things very quickly.
That's insane. Shut the fuck up.
Because she couldn't comprehend it. This is how I know that she was, and everybody would say she's such an old soul. And they said that about Jermaine, but this girl I knew had so much empathy and feeling for the world, even at 3.
I love her.
So I know that she feels a lot more now. So I just knew at some point I just know, and I don't know how, we do this differently. And I think, again, because that was me, because I could read a room.
I love that for you. I love that for you. It's differently because you had Jermaine first, obviously. Yeah. For me,
I wonder if we had Georgia first, what the parenting would have been for Jermaine.
Don't know.
Yeah.
For me, I love the difference in wording because you said we do this differently. For me, I feel those things about Austin. One, because strangers on the fucking street were telling me he's got an old soul. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I would be walking in the shopping center and random people would say to me, like, he's got an old soul. He's got an old soul. And I'd be like, okay, whatever. Mind you, I wanted to kill myself for the first 12 months of his life. So there's a lot of things that when people said nice things about Austin, I'd go, all right, he's all right, I guess. I feel bad saying that. Yeah.
Well, but that's the reality of parenting.
Well, not so much we've survived, but they'd say nice things about Austin.
But at that time,
or even about me and my mothering. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Water off a duck's back. Give a fuck. But that one stuck with me. People saying he's an old soul. And I'd be like, oh, weird, okay. Lots of people saying it. Taylor's family members, my family members, and anyone who had a fucking look at him. Random people. And I feel in many ways that he is a little bit like me in the and Georgia in the sense where we feel the world differently. We understand the world differently. And I like that for you, it was, this one's going to be different to Jermaine. For me, it feels like...
And there was nothing different about the pregnancy, but even my mum said, this child is going to be something for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like...
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
For me, it feels, I can't say differently because I didn't have someone before Austin, but for me, it feels like this is right. This feels the most right. This feels the most... This is the only way I can put it.
Yeah, put
together like a puzzle, you know? I also, one day, maybe next week, I want to talk about all the spiritual connections Austin and I have. Have I told you about the woo-woo moments we've had?
No, but we can talk about them next time.
Yeah. I feel like Austin and I speak our own language. In a really weird... I'm going to start listing them. I think I have a few in my notes, but there's one... Did I tell you about when his nappy leaked through at 11 o'clock at night? Okay, I'll tell you about that one later. That one's crazy. That one's crazy.
You know. I like that I think as parents you should know, and like I don't know when the moment was that I gentle.
Yeah, I was just curious to know if you had
I don't know when the
moment
was. I just knew that this one was going to be different.
Yeah.
She was feeling things more, but I also again wonder if she was first, would have we still done that?
Yeah.
Or would have been just the girl version of Jermaine because it was the first child and we just were still learning.
Yeah.
And everybody used to say it's like the first child was like the crash test dummy, and I feel like that's what he was. And you know, he's 21 this year, but here we are going, I'm crying in bed like, fuck, he got the shit end of us. But he's still 21, wanting to hang out of my ass, calling me every 5 minutes for everything. So,
but he's also still living at home, seeing the way that you treat George.
And also, I don't think he's going to be leaving home. I think him and Annabelle are going to get married and we're going to be raising their family at home. So, I mean, can't say it was all bad. Yeah, can't say it was all bad because we've made it too cushy for them.
Yeah, and you don't
want
that
landing pad, I've got to start moving.
Hurt yourself.
I have to pull it out from under his ass. Like, fucking, it's no longer there for you. For your sister.
Hurt yourself.
Yeah, like,
get some trauma from me so you don't want to be around you anymore.
Jesus, move out. Like,
fucking hell.
Yeah, so like I've made it cushy for them.
But I tell you all the time. I tell you all the time that like.
So as bad as I think I might have done,
I want like a WWBD tattoo. What would Beck do?
And yet Beck's fucking winging it every day.
You say that to me all the time. I look at you and I go,
I'm just trying to do the best that I can with what I now know.
Yeah,
and I'm learning. Like you've given me some, like you've given your example of what you would do in these scenarios, and I'm like, I 100% I'm going to take that back. I'm going to try that.
Nice.
So you've never parented any of these kids, apart from your 3-year-old. But here I am going, yeah, we could definitely do it. So I'm not afraid at this age to be like, I'm not always doing it right. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely learning, and I'm never too humble to be like, yeah, no, we could do it.
It's a great idea.
That. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too,
will
though.
always do that.
Me too.
And you've never parented the 12-year-old or 20-year-old, but I'm definitely willing to be like, yeah, because not unsolicited advice either.
No, and it's an
not,
open conversation.
you know what I would have done? Really? Cool.
Cool.
But you're saying, hey, we could probably be doing it different. I'm like, love that.
But that's also the point of this exercise that we did today,
Yeah,
is to discuss
yeah.
how we would handle these situations. So you came in forgetting, but when I reminded you, you knew this is what we
Yeah.
were going to be talking about.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm sitting here. And it's also, even though these scenarios are something ChatGPT gave me, they happen to be relatable to...
Yeah.
That turned off. Give me a sec.
I also said, my husband goes, what time are we picking up? I said, he goes, 3. I go, why would you say 3 when I'm there at 11:30? And I said, pick me up at 1, and it's 12:57. Oops. Actually, let me check their last 360. Georgia is... Where's Georgia? Why did that turn off? They're near here. That was 11 minutes ago, so they're probably here. Where is she? Yep. 11. Oh, shit, they've been here since 11 minutes ago.
Ooh. Hang on, we'll do this. Okay. I don't know why my thing switched off, but we're going to film the rest on my phone.
Here we go, anyway. I don't have the mental capacity for her either.
Oh my god.
I can't with this kid anymore.
She said I can't with this kid.
So in other words, I've got to respond to that.
Hang on, we're going to film the rest here. Can look like idiots. Hey girl. My camera died, so we're filming the rest on here. We just want to say, we've obviously yapped a lot.
Ooh. Wow.
We've yapped a lot. Look at how pretty this is.
It is quite pretty.
It's changing colours. Anyway, if you have any tips on gentle parenting, drop them in the comments. If you want to learn more about gentle parenting, we're not experts, as we've just mentioned, but we're trying to work this out every day.
We're just trying to do the
I have a
best
lot
we
to
can
say
for
about
our
gentle
kids,
parenting. Yeah. I have a lot to say about gentle parenting, and I always want to learn more about how I can and try and help other people too. Because we're raising the next generation. We're trying to raise the next generation of good kids and good people.
Yeah, we're
and
actually just trying to raise good kids.
Absolutely.
So.
By the way, this hasn't glitched once.
Woo woo! I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, well let's wrap this up.
All right, because you gotta go. We've been gas bagging way too long, and you gotta go.
Actually, a really good one for someone who actually forgot what they were talking about.
Yeah, I didn't though.
No, it's good. But I'm always loving it because I'm always learning how I can do things better.
Yeah,
Or be a
absolutely.
better person.
Absolutely. All right, well.
Love.
Bye.
Bye.